Anthony Wayne winning a state title over Amherst Steel. Here we go.
All right. With Anthony Wayne, congratulations. I mean, to win a state championship, Bruce, one of, if not the most difficult thing to do, regardless of sports. But Coach Ryan Donnelly has done a great job. Mission accomplished is the two words that he used. He said he's got to love on him, and then he's got to challenge him and push him. And that is a delicate balance, Bruce, as a head coach who's in charge of setting the temperature for a program for all levels, not just varsity, but freshman, JV, JVA, JVV, whatever you got at your respective school. It is hard to do. You want to please as many people as possible, but when you push the wrong buttons, sometimes it can blow up in your face. But if you've reached the state championship, you have reached the pinnacle, and you've pressed enough correct buttons, and Anthony Wayne did just that. 25-4 overall record. They win 7-3 over a very good Amherst Steel team.
Yeah, Amherst was a very good baseball team. I had covered them the week before against Clay. I will say this. There was a quiet confidence about the Anthony Wayne Generals. Their motto all year was go the distance. Mm-hmm. And when they had their send-off on Thursday, they weren't cocky, they weren't arrogant. You just felt there was a very good chance they could get it done. Obviously, they ran into Sean Sullivan in the first game, the Alabama commit.
Yeah, Walsh.
Versus Owen Graff, who's going to Ohio State. What a baseball game.
Love that.
Two great pitchers. The difference in that game was Anthony Wayne was able to spoil a lot of pitches, run up his pitch count, get him out of here, and get a victory. They went into that championship game, scored in the first 4 innings, and you just felt they never took their foot off the gas.
You know what I liked about Anthony Wayne is they can win a baseball game in multiple ways.
Correct.
Okay? Going up against a guy who's throwing 96-mile-an-hour cheddar is not easy to do, but it's that type of mentality and approach and a game plan that you say from 1 through 9. It's not like, okay, you 3 guys got to come through for us. Here's our approach. Let's work the count. Maybe let's take some strikes, another delicate balance. You want to be aggressive, swinging at strikes, but also bigger picture. Like, hey, okay, maybe a guy goes 1 for 3, but we do in the 7th inning get to another pitcher because the star going to Alabama has thrown 90-some-odd pitches, and that's how they win the game. So I think you made a great point in our coverage from Akron that winning a state championship on that singular date, Owen Graff played a role in that because of what he was able to do in the semifinals, throwing a complete game. So Jackson Urinovich came in the state championship game, threw 101 pitches, 6 innings pitched, 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 of them earned, and 7 strikeouts. Carter Johnson closed it out, 1, 2, 3, bada bing, bada boom. But a total team effort, and in those kind of 2-game series, if you will, I know you're not playing the same team, but in the districts, in the regionals, in the states, you got to manage two games in potentially 7 innings plus 7 innings, so 14 innings. Maybe if it's an extra inning game, you're going a little bit longer to that. So managing your arms is important from a coaching staff perspective. But this Anthony Wayne team, 13 seniors, 6 out of the 9 batters in the starting lineup were seniors. Urinovich is a junior. And then what I also liked about winning in multiple ways, they had 9 hits in the state championship game, 2 doubles, 7 singles. So they manufactured runs. They had good aggressive base running. They scored 2 runs on a single play on an errant throw by Amherst Steel. And it's a gutsy call. It's a risky call. But when you put the pressure on a defense and they don't respond, it can be a backbreaker. And you never, I think you mentioned this too as well in our coverage, that Amherst Steel, you never got the sense that they were in the game where they could turn the tide because of how well Anthony Wayne kind of managed the flow of the game, jumped out to an early lead. You gain a tremendous advantage because you can maybe take those riskier plays and be a little bit more aggressive on the base pass. But Urinovich was great on the mound as well.
You give credit to Coach Ryan Donnelly, right? He stepped in. They saying in sports, right, you don't want to be the guy after the guy. He came in after legendary Coach Mark Nell has found this team to their first state championship. I mean, he said, we have a responsibility to continue this. We are not going to go into a rebuild. And you said there's a lot of guys graduating, but you've got Eli Donovan coming back, Lucas Patkonowitz coming back, Jet Smith coming back, guys that all contributed just in that state championship game, but of course in the season they'll be back. And of course Jackson Urinovich will be the number 1 guy on the mound next year, we presume. Congratulations to the Generals, their first state title in program history.